Hi everyone, it's Ilya865 here, and I'm back with another comic haul. It's been a few weeks, been some fun 2 weeks actually. Went to the ToyCon New Jersey in, where was it? In Parsippany, this past weekend. Uh, just kind of went there on the fly because I was down in New Jersey for the weekend. So that was a fun thing. Didn't know about it initially, just went. Got some cool stuff, some He-Man loose figures, and found some other cool things, but I can just start my haul. I think I'm gonna go mostly comics on this one. Maybe I'll show the toy stuff later in another video. But I'll go with, found one of these for a few bucks. That's actually a Transformers stamp bun featuring the evil Decepticons. I'm a big Decepticons fan in general, part of the Decepticon clique, and I think some of the cool things that, yeah, just like their little stamp book with all these little things. I thought I got this for a few bucks. It was cool to have one that wasn't really used too much by a kid, so glad to have that in my collection. At that ToyCon, also found a few random books. These were $1 a piece. So G.I. Joe number 10, cover B. This was part of a run that I might be building up. Cool Snake Eyes cover. Glad to pick that one up. Let's see, G.I. Joe issue 18, cover B, another Robert Atkins cover. Also another good one to find for $1. I know that this series, I guess it was the volume 2 of G.I. Joe, wasn't really that popular. So it's hard to find these kinds of books every so often. And this one I think was the best book I found out of that lot, which was issue number 2, cover B, the Adam Hughes Baroness variant. That one was a cool one to find. It's more probably in like a 8.5 condition, but actually I think can be pressed out too. But for $1, glad to at least have this in my collection now, because I have been picking up the Adam Hughes stuff more recently, and this one was one of his really good covers. So glad to pick that one up. I actually got a chance to go to Zap Comics down in Wayne, New Jersey. Never been there before, but heard good things, and I'd had to deal with them at the New York Comic Con last year, and had good experience. So went to that shop, found some cool stuff. Pretty happy with what I got. It's one of those shops. Let me know if any of my subscribers knows if you can really haggle a little bit more over there. But it seemed like those prices were pretty fair. Even the books on the wall weren't totally unreasonable. So maybe next time let me know if I can get some wiggle room on those prices, but they were pretty fair as is. So I was just happy. Didn't get any wall books there, but let's see. These two were in the 50-cent bins. Sergeant Fury, number 122 and 123. I have that Sergeant Fury run that I was able to get at the beginning of the year, like 1 to 81, missing a few issues, and going up into the 100s as well. So glad to at least get these reader copies. That I might end up just picking up like a reader set to try to complete it. I'm not a big runs guy, but I do like reading these early Sergeant Fury war comics, so glad to have these. 50 cents a piece. Picked this up from Zap as well. It was $2.50. X-Men 158. The first time Rogue shows up in the actual Uncanny X-Men book. So this one was a book that I'd been trying to find for a while. It's a really cool Dave Cockrum cover, and actually this early Rogue I thought was kind of funny looking, but I've always enjoyed any looks of her because she's been a cool character overall. So I had the X-Men 171 when she actually joins the team, and glad to finally have this where she's first in the book, and it's a decent grade copy. So for $2.50, really happy to pick that up. Let's see. This one I'd been trying to find for a while. It's Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, #1. It is the first time Firestar shows up in a comic. So it's her first appearance in a comic. So this would be the equivalent of like a Harley Quinn situation where she first showed up on the show and then showed up in the comic, and this would be that. I think that Firestar has always been a pretty cool character, and I've wanted her true first appearance for a while. For $3, very happy. Once I saw it, I had to pick it up because I'd seen this book go for $15, $20 sometimes at other shops, and eBay sometimes it's pretty sporadic and you don't know what you're necessarily going to get. So this one's a pretty nice copy, and glad to finally have that one. I also got a Secret Wars 11. I've been picking up the run. I am only missing Secret Wars #9 now. So I almost have them for $150. I didn't care what grade I was getting these in because my #1 is actually the Free Comic Book Day book. I probably will pick one of those up, a real one. But in the meantime, like just as a reader set, happy to have this one. So all I'm missing is #9 left. And I got this one. I know it's not that great of a book. It's Secret War #5 in the Brian Michael Bendis set, and I was happy to finally get this because I found Secret War 1 to 4 in dollar bins in this buy, sell, and trade shop. So I got each book for $1. So I know I paid a little bit for this one, but it is a very good grade copy. It's a near mint, I think, at least. And this actually is where I think Daisy Johnson's name is has truly appeared. It's one of those books where I know that she showed up in Secret War 2 first, but I think her name is finally revealed in this one. So to go from unnamed to an actual character, this is the book. So that one's a good pickup for me. I always liked this cover, but I never had the book. Was Deathstroke the Terminator #1. I was there with my girlfriend, and I know she likes the Teen Titans stuff, and Slade or Deathstroke has always been a main character. So I definitely wanted to pick this one up because it's a nice Slade Wilson key. So even for $5, I thought it was fair because it's a high grade. So actually, that's one thing with the Zap Comics is that their books are in very nice condition. I was happy with what I was able to get, and everyone's really chill there. They even have vintage toys. Really couldn't go wrong with that shop. And went to another shop in New Jersey just because we were just driving around, and went to Eastside Mags. That was a pretty cool shop as well. So one of the books I picked up was this one. It was House of M #1, and this one's the Casada incentive variant. I think it was like it had like a 1 out of 25 ratio. This one I'd been looking for a while because Scarlet Witch is one of my favorite characters. So this one is heavily centered on Scarlet Witch's powers. A lot of them being the retcon reality manipulation powers, but to find this for $3, I was pretty happy. So I'd been looking for this variant, so finally got it. And also I found another nice copy of Mighty Avengers 13, the first appearance of the Secret Warriors team. Now I think I have about 3 copies of these now. I know this might not be the book to actually get because it shows the team characters that are like in the Secret Wars team, but it doesn't necessarily, it's not the first. This I would equate to Brave and the Bold 54 versus 60, like the actual name team versus the actual people that comprise the team. So No matter what, still a good pickup. And I've always liked this cover because it's a cover swipe of Avengers 16 with all these characters over here turned into scrolls. So that was cool. I went to my local shop today, and it's just I don't know, I found some cool things, and I was really happy with what I was able to find today, honestly. He got a new collection in, and I got to get some stuff I was happy about getting. And then this one I found in his $2 bin. It was Adventure Comics 266. As you can tell, there is some water damage over here, but I mean, if anything, it's like a good minus copy or something like that. But I think it's the first appearance of Aqua Girl. I was kind of surprised, like, it's not one of the books that I really collect, but to find it in a $2 bin, I kind of had to get it. I don't have that many 10-cent books. So these are some of my oldest comics, and $2, you really can't go wrong. At least it's the first appearance of someone, right? Let's see, another one, Superboy 91, another 10-cent issue, and this one a little bit better grade than that other one, but still pretty beat up. Some of the earliest books I used to read were New Adventures of Superboy. So now I have like a Silver Age, actual silver Superboy book. So that's kind of cool to have now. I'm not sure who drew a lot of these, but I mean, these are, for $2 you really can't go wrong. And this one, I believe this to be Superman 145. As you can tell, it's really beat up. I would say it's just a poor grade copy. Actually, because it's got some pieces in it, is complete. It might be a 1.0. But always cool to pick up these early books, and it was cool to actually get one early Adventure Comics book, an early Superboy, and a Superman book. So I haven't been the biggest DC collector as of now, but I know when I was younger, some of the earliest books I did buy were Superman and Superboy books, so I'm glad to pick this one up. This next book is actually a book that these next few were really ones that I had to wheel and deal a bit with my local comic shop, but I think I got a pretty good deal on everything. This was one that he bundled in for me because I just didn't have one, and it's I showed the backside because it's not, the front's really not that important at this point, but the X-Force #1 Deadpool card version, and it's still in the poly bag. I didn't actually have one. I've had like the Cable card, the X-Force card, I think even the Shatterstar card and all those. So I finally have a Deadpool card, and I got it bundled in with all these books. So the next few were in a run. So I got the Punisher 1-5, in the 4-issue limited series. It's funny that they extended the run there for this limited, but I'd been wanting these for a while, and I know that I got some nice near mint copies of everything. So for the 1-5, go 1 by 1. 1, 2. Actually, I'll just go this way, and then 3. So those are some nice books, and then 4 and 5. I was able to pick these up from him for $40, and I know that you can get them for around that on eBay. However, I've been a little bit weary of buying stuff from eBay lately because I've been seeing some really shoddy shipping lately from people I bought from, and haven't been the happiest camper with that. So I'm glad that at least I paid $40 for these, and I know that they're really nice grade, so glad to pick these ones up. And these next two are some pretty big books. I wasn't expecting to spend that much this week, but couldn't really pass these up. They're books I've always wanted, and honestly, I didn't think I was gonna get anytime soon because they had been going up in price. So this first one is Avengers number 6, the first appearance of Baron Zemo and the Masters of Evil. This one I'd been looking for a while, and I could never find it under like $100 and okay grade. This one presents a lot better than it actually is. There's some water damage over here and some little bit of rippling in the back. There's actually not a lot of rippling in the front, so I might actually get this one pressed at some point, but it does look better than the grade. I have to pin it at around a VG just because of the water damage, but I think with a press it could actually get a little bit better. I know it's like CGC hasn't been as hard as the Overstreet grading standards for a while now, so we'll see how that one goes. But I'm glad to finally get a first Baron Zemo. This is actually the earliest Avengers book I have, and having a single-digit Avengers book in my collection, glad to finally get it. And this last book, oh, actually I paid, I think it came out to be $60 on this book, so I'm still happy with that price. I think it was a good deal, and just glad to finally have it. And this one I think was the big winner. It wasn't this next one I wasn't expecting to ever get. I'd been wanting an Amazing Spider-Man villain key for a while now, an earlier one, but I know that they've been getting so exorbitant lately just because the whole like Sinister Six and what's gonna happen with these next few movies. But I have an Amazing Spider-Man number 9. It's the first appearance of Electro. This is one of the books I actually never expected to pick up, because the prices on it, especially because of that last movie, were so high. And I know it's cooled down since then, but this is one of those, like, it's an early enough book to not expect to ever get it in a collection, especially when you're going for more budget stuff. And Amazing Spider-Man has always been a cool book to read. All the art and the story, coming from like Ditko and Stan Lee and everything, has always been there. It's just that these early, like the single-digit Amazing Spider-Man books, you don't expect to ever get them. And like getting the number 1, getting the 2, getting even like the first Sandman at number 4, or the first Lizard at number 6, you don't expect to pick up those books. So now I have even an Amazing Spider-Man single-digit key in my collection, and I wasn't expecting it. And the price I paid, I actually was kind of surprised. I got him down to $115. This is a book I was not expecting to pay that little on, and being that like near mint grades, this falls within my like well within the 5% rule of, if I can get a book in whatever grade for less than 5% of the near mint value, I think the near mint value would be at least in the 3,000 to 4,000 range, and for 115, that's well low of that for that 5%. So I think this one actually might even be in a VG minus grade. It's one of the things that's going for it is the fact that the back is actually pretty clean, and the staples are still pretty nice. They're misaligned, but they're nice. So I think this could be a pretty nice book, and to get it for $115, I was gonna pass it up, because honestly, like, I haven't been spending that much on books, but that was a good deal. So glad to finally pick that up and to share it with you guys. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I kind of had like a pretty all over the place haul over these past few weeks, but hope you guys enjoyed it. Enjoy your night, guys. Bye.